Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to show you the trade ideas from today so you can just see what we were working with. I know I've been posting like a template that shows how many wins and losses we have, but it's always good to back it up with some data. So you can see here where I provided some trade ideas. Under each trade idea, I do provide a chart for the teams that they're able to use this as educational purposes. You can see where pre-market is labeled, and I go ahead and notate the call and the put level. So that's done for each trade idea, and this is done before market opens. I am Eastern Standard Time, so you can see it's done prior to open. Now, the results are below. Let me show you. So Tesla was really, really nice. We got a really good play, and this is a trade idea. You can see where I had our call level here. So again, you could have entered around here, but the market did do a sharp gap down. I was waiting to see how it was going to react to this area, which was a support on a higher time frame. Waited for it to break the VWAP, got a nice little small retest candle, and got in on the next. Gave this about $1, about a $1 plus a little bit more change for just leg room to move, just to be on the safe side. And you can see where it pretty much just hit all of our TPs to our gap fill right here. It was really nice. Again, you could have had an opportunity to retest right here to enter at the retest right here, previous structure, and then maybe catch a quick scalp. So that was a really good trade. The next one was SPY. And SPY was beautiful. Again, I had a call level of 393.75. You can see where the market gap down created its own little support. So price was unable to basically close below this area, giving us an indication. I did not wait for the VWAP in this case, just because price action was earlier than the indicator. And we had already enough rejection here to confirm to get in. However, you could have gotten in after the VWAP break. So we got in right here, and this went all the way to our daily gap. I did not count this area because this was the TP, the final TP of $4.95. It was a really good move. The next one was SPX. This was one that I was actually in personally. And again, I had the call level above 39.55. So could have gotten in a little bit sooner, but in this case, because SPX is so volatile, especially in the morning, waited for a VWAP break, got in on the next candle, and you can see where we gave us, this one had quite a bit of room. So there was a little bit more risk involved due to the later entry, but I was very certain that this was going to go as planned. And then what was really nice was that it did a retest to some structure that we had here and just continued to ride up. This one right here, we actually took to this area, which basically we were in this trade until the top of this candle, waited for the next candle to see if it would push up. It didn't, so we exited right here at this close of the candle. If you follow me on Twitter, I was actually in this trade. The scalp right here of this candle made about $500. So this gave about 44 points, a $44 move, which was really, really nice. The next one was QQQ. QQQ was okay. I had pre-market level and call level above 276. Waited for a VWAP break, kind of moved sideways for a little bit. So just left it alone until we had a little bit more of an indication to get in. Got in at this got in at this candle right here. It did come back and do a retest of this structure as well. So you can see it came back to our entry in this structure, giving you an opportunity to compound. And it went right to our higher time frame level for a $3.88 move. NVIDIA was really nice. It gave us a really nice entry as well. So I had my call level here. The market moved very quickly, so we had to wait for it to close above the VWAP, get in right here. Wasn't too worried about these levels because we already knew that this was going to go up based off of what I teach, and it went right to our higher time frame level, which I have notated with the thick line. Again, really nice move. Very simple. Netflix was another one. Let me click on this one. So Netflix was another one. This one had a late entry, in my opinion. I didn't like this one too much. But basically waited for it to close above, break the VWAP, got in on the next candle, And then you can see where we have a level here, but for whatever reason, price was not breaking this due to higher time frame resistance. So once we just started seeing a lot of sideways momentum and a lot of rejection, it was time to just get out the trade. No need to hold that trade. Like the data was going to eat you up with the same day contract. Microsoft, which I'm surprised I didn't share that chart, but let me go here. Microsoft was one that we had, and it went both ways. So this trade actually did go both ways. I don't know, where's my stuff? That's weird. It did go, but it didn't hit my TPs. So I left it alone. Okay, I left it alone, you guys, just because it didn't hit the TP that I gave them. It missed it by a hair, and same thing with the call. It missed it. So when that happens, I just count it as a loss. It has to hit my first take profit. So you can see here where I have for the call 239.50, 240, for the put 234.50. It did not achieve right here 234.50 when it came down, and it did not achieve 239.50 for the call. So like that trade is just obsolete. Like we just leave it alone. End phase was one that I personally got into, which was really, really nice. I had call levels here because of pre-market, but it was moving so quick. It was crazy. Waited for the VWAP break, got in on the next candle, had a little bit of slippage, only $1.66 of a stop loss, which is not bad. Went all the way to our higher time frame gap fill for basically a $9 move, almost a $10 move. It was absolutely beautiful. The trade was gorgeous. The next one was Apple was the last one, excuse me. This was the last trade right here. You can see where I had my call level at 132. Perfect rejection here on this candle in the 15-minute. Get in right on the next candle. Went right to one of our TPs. And then it actually went to a middle, another TP from a smaller time frame for 2 3/4 of a move. So it was absolutely gorgeous day. Gorgeous day. In regards to my Forex trades, I can tell you right now, I'm going to show you the before and after so you can see. So initially with DXY, I give swing positions, and basically what they have to do is see how price reacts to the say yes suggest level. And if price stays above, we're buying. If price stays below, we sell. It makes it very simple. And I teach in my course, this is my private course, this is not with economy, but I teach in my course how to identify those entry setups. So you can see where those levels are at, and we got the sell here for 174 pips. So you can see right here from our level, if you would go in a smaller time frame, you could identify price action was rejecting that area. Then it came back, retested the structure right here, giving us an indication to go down. Don't mind these arrows. This is another trade idea. Excuse me. The next one was NAS. Again, waiting to see how it reacts to the say yes suggest level. So NAS right here, you can see gave us minimal drawdown, like very little bit of drawdown for a 463 pip move. Obviously, if you would have got out prior to market closing, it maybe would have been about 400 pips. But the whole entire move was beautiful, minimal drawdown, nice break and retest to that level, and just a continuation. There was an opportunity to go ahead and compound with the retest of the structure right here, and so on and so on. So it was really nice. The next one is gold. As you can see, gold, I was waiting to see how it react to my say yes suggest level. Both levels are notated for your TPs. And this was beautiful. We had no drawdown. It stayed above. Price created a support. No need to get out of this trade. Had another opportunity to get in the trade as well. This was just beautiful. Gold was just beautiful. Then there was GJ. So GJ right here, I was looking for either a push up or a push down. I noticed that it was stopping at a lower time frame market structure. So I had advised the team to exit. So you can see where I started to notice where price was just not breaking this area. So we only got 102 pips from that trade right there from the say yes suggest level. And then you can see from here, there was a retest right here on the 1 hour, you would have been able to find it, and it went straight to our first TP for 375 pips. Then there was another trade for DXY. And unfortunately, there was some news that got in the way. So if you tried to trade it during news, you would have been stopped out. But if you would have waited 30 minutes after news, perfect entry, minimal drawdown, giving us an additional 88 pips. And then we did have a loss with NAS. I was expecting NAS to shoot up. It did go up, but it ended up making a bigger retest. So that trade ended up being a loss. Overall, it was a really good week, and you can see these are the stats for the Forex trades.